Hi there, everyone. My name is DEJI from MarketFaith.Online. All right. We are talking about the art of the start, starting from the scratch, starting a business all over again, or maybe this is your first business or you're trying to start it afresh. Okay. What are the things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to think about when you are starting a business? Okay. So today, I've talked about mindset, very important. I've talked about preparation. I think those two things are critical before you even begin to think about what we're going to talk about today. And today we're talking about what business exactly should I start? Now, I know you think you know the business that you should start, but please pay attention a bit, listen to me, and then you can either validate with what I'm saying or reject, okay, as it suits you, okay? But listen, please, listen to what I'm about to say before you start a business. What business should you start, okay? The business to start is not the business that comes naturally to you. Hello? The business to start is not the business that comes naturally to you necessarily, okay? In fact, here are a couple of questions I always ask people to ask whenever they're thinking about starting the business. Question number one, what need is available? Please listen to me carefully. What need is available around you or in the market where you're looking to operate? That's the first question. Question number two, what skill do you have? That's the second question. And I want you to please take out a pen, take out paper, and write down these things and write down your answers. Listen, at the end of the day, at best, I will validate the business that you're doing. At worst, I will help you understand that business that you're trying to do, you should change it or you should pivot. Sometimes the best businesses are the ones that never started. I'll say that again. Sometimes the best businesses are the ones that never started. Never feel like you should be under pressure to start anything. Sometimes you are saving everybody a whole lot of pain and heartache by not starting a business. And that's the reality. Okay. So what need is available around you? What skill do you have? What can people afford to pay? You never start a business because there is a need. You start a business because there is a market. You never start a business because there is a need. You start because there is a market. What is the difference? A need is people needing things. A market is people willing to pay for it. That's why I asked this question. How much can people afford to pay? Everybody has a need for food, but not everybody has a need for a 5-star restaurant. How much are people willing and able to afford to pay? Then the fourth question is, how much time do you have to give? You don't have to give all the time, but you must establish how much time you have to give, right? In fact, and also let me say this, be careful about the things that you are passionate about. Listen, passion does not pay the bills. Passion is not necessarily what pays the bills. You need to be careful about things that you're passionate about. They may not be the business to start, at least maybe not yet. Passion may be good, but it may not be the business to start. Some business models work abroad. They don't work in your country. You need to understand the dynamics because too many people carry, things that they've learned from other parts of the country and of the world and bring it into their own country. I remember doing a business like that where I saw people doing a lot of things online and I started an online fashion type thing. And listen, it never took off. It never worked, right? Because it wasn't just the time. This was many years ago, maybe 15 years ago, right? The internet was not as ubiquitous as it is right now. In fact, everything was still very slow, and all of that. So it was really, really difficult at the time, and the business never really took off. So you just need to understand, some businesses require a certain class of relationships. Right? If you want to sell luxury items, you need to know people in that category or people who can introduce you to people in that category. Okay? So not all businesses will just work. You need to understand that, right? Don't just start a business because you have a skill. Make sure you validate the market as well. Otherwise, it will be frustrating. Don't just start a business because you have the skill. Validate to be sure that there is a market, okay? Especially those who go and learn a skill. Maybe you go and learn how to sew or you go and learn how to do mechanic, all right? And you think that because of that, you should go and start a store. It's not always the case, okay? So before you start, take a look at the things that I've said. Please listen, go back to this again, and then let's talk about validating that idea, and we'll do that in the next video. All right. Don't forget, all right, give us a like button. All right. Let me know what you think. Okay. Ask your questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.